Alright, new ban list. I've made a long video ranting about skills, so, well, I think the problem with most of the decks that are good in this meta are, well, the skills. But, I would like to see some hits on, Resonators, in particular, because those have really good cards. Like, the skill is good, it's not as broken, but, what makes that deck so good is, the cards themselves. Well, along with the decent skill. And also, like, I would like to see Tendangle FTK being hit, but I am spoiled, and I know that the only thing I know about the ban list right now is that Summoner of Illusions is going to be limited to 1, which is good, which means they are indeed hitting the FTK. So yeah, let's have a look. Oh, good! More FTK bans. That is very good to see. Summoner of Illusions to 1, that one I know about. Yep, and then the other card they're gonna hit alongside it is the Independent Nightingale. Very good. Oh, they're hitting Dragostapelia. Interesting. Maybe that means they can unlimit Predator Planet, maybe? Because the only reason why Predator Planet is at 1, at least from what I know, is that they can make multiple copies of this card and then have multiple negates. But if this card is at 1, I don't think Predator Planet will need to be remaining to be limit to 1. Void Ogre to 1 is good if they hit something else alongside it. I believe they don't run a limit 1 card. Oh no, wait, Hot Rat Dragon is at 1, never mind. Good. This card being hit is good. So the end board has 1 less spell trap negate, which is really good. Salamangreat Recurrence. Is Salad still like that good that you have to hit even more styled stuff? I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, yeah, sure. Shooting Gum, yeah, sure, that's good, because one of the best things that Red Dragon Archer decks can do is send this guy while you have full combo and makes your guys even harder to out because it protects targeting effects. So having this thing being out of the deck is good, which means their boards are easier to out. So these hits are really good for limiting the Red Dragon Archfiend deck, makes the turn 1 board a lot less game winning on its own. So it gives you more of a chance to actually fight back without needing to, draw the effective Veiler to stop their combos during their turn. Launcher to 2 is good, this card can be unlimited and it probably will be fine. And then a bunch of unlimits, okay. Armageddon Knight, Lost Wind, yeah, sure. Lavardia, sure. Sure. Armageddon Knight just means Orcust gets a buff, which is pretty nice. I think that deck is okay to be buffed a little. I mean, they have Scrap Recycler already anyway, and the deck isn't even seeing that much play anyway right now. So having more starters is probably fine, and also, they're both normal summons anyway, so they have to, they probably won't want to play too many normal summons in their deck anyway. They probably want some other way that they can send their stuff, otherwise it will clog their hands with too much unsummonable monsters if they have, like, too many normal summons. This card is fine, Rapture is fine, High Caesar is fine, Unicorn fine. Finally we get a Shooting Rise Unlimit. I was kinda really hoping this guy would get off the list because it's pretty interesting to use in some Synchro Spam decks. You can make it in stupid stuff like with the Fleur skill, it can do some funny things, it can do some funny things in Pendulum decks with the Magician Pendulum monsters. This being unlimited is good. It also probably relates to the leaked Pendulum skill, which kind of buffs Pendulums alongside. I think there's like more Pendulum support coming up, so that probably has to do with that. And then that's also probably a buff to just Synchro decks in general. This should be off the list like 2 years ago, or even earlier. I don't know why this card stayed in the list for so long. More unlimits, okay. Spiral Battle should be unlimited the day it is released. This is completely fine. Yep, Predator Planets is unlimited as expected, and no rush rule changes. Okay. Pretty good card limitations, and also a bunch of unlimits is always good to see. Having less FTKs in the format is good. And then well, there is a skill rebalancing, so that's always good to see. I hope they do something with like the broken skills that I have complained about in the last 40-minute video that I have made. Bird humming being nerfed is good. I mean, Lureless being less powerful in general is good because that deck is not fun to play against. That deck is just very annoying in general. But again, as I said in that video, the problem is more so Assembled Nightingale being such a annoying card. So if you're not banning Assembled Nightingale, I mean this is like the second best thing they can do, just making the deck less good in general, so that less people play it. I don't know what that skill is. Time Thief deck being buffed is probably fine. Again, talked about the skill in the video. This skill is pretty good going first, but not very good going second. So maybe they're gonna give it a better second, going second effect maybe. And then oh, that's the Gaia skill in Rush, right? I think it is. Okay, good. All these unfun OTK sack skills are. I mean, this isn't really an OTK skill, but Gaia is just broken in general. These being nerfed are very good to see. That's a bit overdue. I mean, they should have nerfed these skills back when right after the Rush Go How Fast ended. I mean, they limited all of the good traps, so they have to do something with all of these like OTK sacking strategies, and limiting the skills is a good thing. And then that's it. So no hero skill nerf. I mean, hero isn't as broken as it was before, but I would still like to see a nerf even then, because searching super poly is never fun. The Resonator skill maybe is a bit too strong. Maybe they could like add a cost for setting the Fiendish Chain. They could like maybe shuffle a card back from their hand. That could maybe be a change that they could have done. And then what else is there? Probably those are the main skills that should have been nerfed. But well, let's have a look at what they actually did. Oh, okay. So they're not letting you normal summon the Spirit level 1. Forgot what the name was. That's the level 1 cat that lets you normal summon and then special summon a guy from grave. Yeah, that's huge. That's very huge. The skill is already very restrictive, and the lureless cards being limited means that you have to play those other stuff to make up for the consistency. Now, if you want to, remain the amount of consistency the deck had, you probably have to play bad stuff like the spells, Werewolf to search, and those aren't very good. At least a lot less good than the other level 1s that you could be playing in a deck. And then Dimension Grasp. Okay, so random banished cards is now 8 banished cards that you can choose. I didn't know this skill even existed, so cool, I guess. I don't know if it's 8 or up to 8, because having 8 or more banished cards seems like a lot. I'm assuming that it's up to 8, but I don't really care. During all of your turns, you cannot normal spirit summon any monster. Oh, what was that? Oh, so you can summon it during your opponent's turn. Interesting. And also they removed the cost entirely. So even if you go first or second, you don't need to shuffle back stuff. That's good. That's good. So they didn't really, buff the skill by giving it a broken second effect, a going second effect, like every single modern skill. But the way they changed it is still pretty good, still pretty interesting. And I don't exactly know what this would impact. I don't. What could they even summon during your opponent's turn that the Time Thief stuff can do? I don't actually know, but I imagine that probably will improve the end board a bit. And that's a Gaia skill, I think. Okay, so can we activate it? Now it's from turn 2 onward, which is good. It should have been that from the day it was released. I don't know why you can use it on turn 1, while other stuff like the Dark Galaxy skill needs to be used on turn 2 onward, and like also every other skill. A lot of rush skills need to be used on turn 2 or onward. And yeah, that should be the case for this skill as well. And then deck and extra deck are monsters with... Okay, so no stupid Metarion nonsense, or heroes, also you probably can't play them. Good. So no stupid hybrids with heroes or Metarions. And then send a level 5 or 7 normal monster from your deck. So you can't send Metarions or heroes. And then I mean, you're usually sending Curse of Dragon anyway, so that doesn't really change things too much, I think. And then make a face-up level 5 or 7 monster on your field, gain 300 attack instead of one level 5 or higher, because back then, I mean, like right now, you could use the skill on like a big fusion monster. You can use it on like a level 8 Metarion fusion. Is it level 9 or level 8? It's like, I think it's level 9, right? Level 9 Metarion fusion. Or you can use it on like a level 6 hero fusion. And that's just insane. Why I don't know why you're allowed to do that at all. And then instead of 600, it's just 300. Which makes a lot more sense. Why is it 600? It's way too much. So if you use it on like a Gaia, it turns from 23 to 26, which is a lot more fair than 29. Because if you have 29, you could beat over like a Metarion fusion, because those only have 28. And that's a lot of attack boost. So 26 is still not bad. You can beat over like Dragias or anything along those lines with like 25. A lot of boss monsters are 25, like Voidveil Requiem is 25. Oblivion is 25. A lot of boss monsters are capped out at 25, so being 26 is still pretty good, but not as broken as having 600 extra attack. And then add a normal monster or a poly. Okay, and a poly from your graveyard to your hand. Good! Why are you allowed to add it from your deck to your hand before the nerf? It doesn't make any sense. Why are you allowed to do this? Add it from graveyard makes a lot more sense. Okay, so the skill is actually fair now. It's actually makes sense now. The effects are not ridiculous. Good. Very good. And then the Dragon Star. Okay, so before you can add fusion an unlimited amount of times, now you can only add it once per duel. Yeah. Yeah, because I used this skill before, so I know that one of the best things about this skill is that you can just keep adding the fusion over and over again. So you can just play one single fusion in your deck, and then just keep reusing the same fusion every single turn. And even in a turn that you don't need to use it, you can still set it to your field, so that when you do want to use it, you can use it 2 times in a row, because you can use the one that you have already set last turn, and then use it, and then set it again using the skill, and then that's kind of ridiculous. Or you can instead search the dragon if you're missing that. Insane. And then okay, what was that? So instead of sending, in our shuffles, slight nerf, not that big of a nerf, which I think is fine, because the psychic deck is a lot less good than say the other decks in the meta. It's still like annoying to play against, because it's like an OTK strategy that can just win in a single turn, OTKing through 6k life points. But slight nerf is good. I think that's good, because just any sort of nerf towards these decks that can just win in a single turn without dealing any damage before is just, it's just good to see. So by having you shuffle back, you can't just send a guy to the graveyard and reborn it with like, I think Ice Pop Bear revives if I remember correctly, and then the Candy level 4 fusion revives as well, so that prevents you from doing that. And you can also prevents you from sending stuff to the graveyard and then reviving it with Star Restart. Is also a way you can revive stuff, so that's good. Slight nerf, not too big of a nerf for Candy, but still good to see. Okay, so thoughts. Heroes don't have any nerf, which I hope they did. I hope they have like a little skill nerf. They don't have to do a lot to nerf the skill. Maybe just make it once per duel, or even twice per duel would be good. Would be better than having it unlimited times. It's just a bit too ridiculous. And then maybe they can nerf a way to search the super poly, because I just don't like skills that search super poly. But even if they don't nerf that, they at least could make it like limited amount of times you can use it. Or maybe increase the restriction of what you can actually send for the skill to actually use the skill. But there were no nerfs, so well, I guess more heroes. And then what else? Yeah, Red Dragon Archfiend. I hope the setting the Phoenix Chain could have gotten a cost, maybe shuffle a card from hand back to the deck. But seeing like the card nerfs is also pretty good. I mean, I can't ask for too much. I think these are pretty good nerfs for the deck in general. Maybe they could have done a little bit more. Maybe like limit some of the cards to 3 so that they can't have too much consistency. But I mean, that's not a bad direction to start. Makes the board a lot more breakable at least. And then yeah. There were no... What else? What are decks like the Gemini? I mean, Gemini is good, but not a lot of people are playing it, so... Maybe that's fine, but yeah. Thoughts of the list in general, I think they've done some good things. I mean, the Salad hit is good. And then, Red Dragon Archfiend hits are good, Terraplan hit is good. And then FTK is removed. And then these unlimit, always good to see more unlimit. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much this will shake the meta. Liberalisk is even more inconsistent. They can still do the same unfair stuff that they were doing. It's still a pain to deal with. They still need very, very specific answers like Droplet or Eclipse, or if your deck plays a non-targeting removal that isn't destruction, something like Trishula, they still, or Dingirsu for example. You still need those answers to deal with Liberalisk. It just, the skill nerf just makes it a bit more inconsistent. And the heroes are still around, that wasn't nerfed, and it's still going to be probably the most popular deck after the ban list. Salad nerf is Salad nerf, Plant nerf, all of those are just like small nerfs. I don't think that's gonna change things too much. It's not like a nuclear ban list that changes the entire meta. So the meta is probably gonna not change that much. If anything were to change, it's probably gonna be like new decks that will be coming up in the future. And for Rush, glad to see that Gaia will be a lot less good with the skill being nerfed. And also the other two Saki decks being nerfed is also good to see. Okay, that's pretty much my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.